Sorry, I got a little tripped up on that because I'm a little bit tired. I didn't plan on being at 1:48 in the morning doing this, but I definitely said I was going to try to do this, and I did. I am on here right now talking about Virginia's metal bands. Um, I didn't do so good at the poker thing, but hey, it's practice. It's for me. It's one of those things. If I get some people, get some feel for playing against real people and knowing what the outcome is going to be and this that, and the other. Hopefully, maybe I'll do better later on down the road. We'll see. I'm not going to say I'm a professional because I'm definitely far from it. But, there are some times that I think I do a pretty good job and other times I don't. I think it depends on certain circumstances, the amount of people. I don't know. We had quite a few people tonight instead of the night before. Um, and it was pretty interesting. I didn't do as good because I was trying to play more hands than I have in the past, um, instead of waiting until I had a really good hand. But it is what it is. I was trying to play, like in a certain position where usually you can probably bluff a little more than you would normally, to get a little more progression, even if you don't have a really good hand. And actually, I should have played one of my hands a little more aggressively because the one guy could. I had a pair, and this guy had a 10 on the river. And if I would have gotten the fold before the river, then maybe, just maybe, I could have won that hand. Because I could have beat him before that, and he would have been out. But anyway, lo and behold, we are talking about Virginia, the underground gems of Virginia for metal music. Um, this is a rather interesting one. It's Serpentine Dominion from Richmond, Virginia, a technical death metal band respected for their brutal soundscape and impressive musicianship. It's rather interesting. I know I haven't heard of them, so I'll have to check those guys out. Sorry, my hair's kind of like all messed up from earlier. I was messing around with my hair while I was playing. Number 19 is Apostle of Solitude, from Richmond, Virginia. It's a black metal band with a raw and atmospheric sound, heavily influenced by the genres of Norwegian roots. It's rather interesting. Yeah, interesting. Oh, that reminds me, there was. No, I'll just talk about that next week, I think. I think it's the metalcore is coming. Um, yeah, I think they're getting their set list. So no, I don't think that's the name of it. I'll have to find out later on. So I apologize. I know what it is. I just can't think of the name. I'm sure most people would know what I'm talking about if they know there's a big festival coming. I think it's in Ohio, is what it is, which is rather interesting. That they have in Ohio, not here, which is kind of crazy because you think we would have at least one metal festival in Colorado somewhere. And I don't think there is, to be honest. I don't think there's a Rocky Mountain or whatever in here, which would be kind of awesome. Number 18 is Decimate from Richmond, Virginia. Death metal band influenced by the genre's old school sound, which is kind of cool. At least so far, there's none that are from other areas, which is interesting. Number 17 is Thrashing Dawn from Richmond, Virginia. Uh, Traditional thrash metal band keeps the spirit of the genre alive. That's number 17, just in case I didn't mention that earlier. Number 16 is Last Chase from Richmond, Virginia. Wow, there's a lot of them from Richmond. It's kind of crazy. Um, the melodic death metal band with a focus of intricate guitar works and powerful vocals. Hopefully, by the end of this, I'll actually be able to say that without having to try to, strain trying to figure out how to say it. We'll see. Anyway, now we are going to go to the diverse delights from the main state, is what it says here. Number 15 is Cannibal Corpse from Seattle, Washington, death metal band with cannabis themes. What? Death metal band with a theme, I guess. Okay, I didn't know that. Yes, you read that right. While not from Virginia, some members hail from the state. I forgot where they're from originally because I think I covered that before on one of the other states. I just forgot which one. Number 14 is American Sharks from Richmond, Virginia, punk rock band with a heavy metal edge. And oh, hello, sorry, I didn't see that there's two people watching. Punk rock band with a heavy metal edge and a touch of southern rock swaggered. That's kind of cool. If you're typing something, I apologize if I don't see it. So just in case you are, I'm not sure if that's. Let me see if it's a live chat. I'm not sure if that's. Yeah, that way I can see it. Just in case you guys do decide to do that. Number 13 is the Pentagon, Richmond, Virginia. I think I already said that, but I'm not sure. I'll just say it again just to make sure. Post hardcore band known for their raw energy and emotional lyrics and screamo influences. I'm not sure if that's right, if I said that right, but anyway, it looks like scream and O, so I'm assuming screamo is correct. Number 12 is the Darkest Hour from Washington D.C. The the death metal band, while focused on the thrash influence and social conscious lyrics. Well, not from Virginia. Some members hail from the state. Okay, so the Darkest Hour is definitely not all from Virginia, so it's interesting. Number 11 is Pig Destroyer, which is a really cool, interesting name for a band from Washington D.C. Apparently, not. I guess it's, some of them are from there. Grindcore band known for their fast tempos, chaotic structures, and bleak atmosphere. While not from Virginia, the members hail from the state. Well, I lost my viewer. What's up with that? I had two people, and then all of a sudden now it's down to one, now down to zero. Oh, I missed everybody. I don't know if I think it's I don't know if the chats are even going through. To be honest, I put live chat, so it should work. So I don't know if it's working or not. Start a poll. Okay. Well, that didn't. Okay, I'm not doing that either. Let's see. Where was that? Okay, of course. I think I did Aries, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go up to the top five. The Dominican Doom and Groove is what this is called. This is the more popular and well-known bands out there. Number five, which I've heard, Municipal Waste from Richmond, Virginia, which is another band from Richmond. Modern thrash metal band keeping the genre from fast-paced and energy and variant humor alive. Introvert humor alive. Okay, beats me. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I got two viewers. Hello. I wonder if it's Insane Clown and his father, maybe, perhaps, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Number four is Iron Region. I think that's it. Anyway. From Richmond, Virginia, crossover thrash metal reviving the genre of 80s spirit and a heavy dose of Reagan era worship. Okay, now that's different. Oh, Reagan. Okay, the Iron Reagan. That's what it's called. Oh, God, don't mind me. Number three is Gore from Richmond, Virginia. Outrageous and satirical shock band known for their elaborate costumes, outrageous stage shows, and surprising catchy music. And they also talk about how they want to take over the planet. I think is what it is too, because they're supposed to be aliens and stuff, which is of course really good. Which it might be kind of cool to watch them play. I've heard some of their music, but not a lot. But I definitely know the band, and I definitely know their look as far as that goes. Number two is Windhand Richmond from Richmond, Virginia. Atmospheric doom metal delivering melodic. I can't say. I still can't say it. Soundscapes and soulful vocals. Now this is one I forgot. It is from they're from Richmond, Virginia too. Is number one is Lamb of God, which is definitely one of those bands. And I thought years ago, before I started listening to them on a continual basis now, that I thought they were a Christian metal band. And I go, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to Christian metal. But there is a, such a thing as white metal, which is more Christian metal, which has more positive, probably godly type messages. This is not, at all that way. Now, from what I know, from what I've heard from him, it's Randy and also other people online that Burn the Priest was their original name, and they switched it to Lamb of God later. But from what I was told by somebody else that I know, he says it's a side project. That I don't know. From Randy on the live album that I heard, he said from our old days, Burn the Priest. And he was playing a certain song. Pioneering groove metal titans known for their aggressive sounds, social commentary, and frontman Randy Blythe distinctive and with distinctive vocals. And he definitely does have very distinctive, very awesome vocals. It's one of the few metal bands that are really super heavy that you can make out what he's saying completely almost. Same with this gentleman here that sings for Obituary. Um, I know his name, I just can't think of it now off the top of my head. Not Randy. Is it Randy? No, that's the name of God. But anyway, yeah, it's one of those things. It's like interesting. I forgot they are from Richmond, Virginia. So if you want to know where they're from, that's where they're from. Um, I definitely have enjoyed and loved their songs just like I do Obituary. I think they're some of the better bands out there. There's a lot of bands out there that reminds me. There was something I heard not too long ago, and I can't think of what it's called. But it reminds me of Nine Nice Kills a little bit. Um, oh, I know. There's one that's just instrumental. Bong Smasher. That's really interesting. They're like the songs are like 20 minutes long or longer. I think on some of them, depending on what it is, or shorter. There's a few that are shorter. But if you've never heard of Bong Ripper, check them out. They're really cool. They're definitely different. That and there's a couple other smaller bands I've mentioned in the past. I got a viewer that keeps popping in and out. I'm sorry. Hello, how are you? I don't know who you are. I'm not sure if the chat's working, so I apologize if you are typing something and I didn't see it. I apologize. Because I have no idea. It's supposed to be popping up. I had a few people that did, and it worked perfectly fine. Eh, who knows? Anyway, well, if it is Insane Clown, welcome. If it's Clover, welcome. If it's anybody else, welcome. I appreciate you guys being on here. It's awesome. Let's see now, they're gone again. So I have no idea if it's the chat and they're trying to get out and then back in, or they just got bored with listening to me talk. I don't know. Because I can be kind of boring. Not really. Just kidding. Um, Sometimes, maybe. Who knows? But anyway, what I was trying to say is with Lamb of God and stuff like that, it's one of those bands that it's really heavy, really very deep. Um, and I like the way he's going. Plus, actually, even though that I know somebody else I know doesn't like the one of their newer songs, actually I enjoy it quite a bit. It speaks to me a little bit. It has a certain melody to it that's really awesome. Um, just like I can't think of what the well, Obituary is a good example. 99 Ways to Die and uh, Redneck Stomp, I think is what the other one is. But yeah, they got some really good songs. Plus, I ended up hearing one tonight from Obituary, which I didn't hear before. Hello, wow, I got three people watching. How are you? Am I gonna have to stay up till like 3 in the morning, maybe talking to everybody? Uh, welcome. How are you doing? I don't know who you are, so if you want me to mention your name, you gotta say something. I'm having one, or there's also one individual that's been watching, but I don't know that, so I'm not gonna name any names. Besides Clover, of course, because she's a dedicated fan, I know. But it's pretty late back there for her. I would assume it's probably what I think she's East Coast, so it'd be like 4 in the morning for her, I think. And I got here way too late, but it is what it is. Um, I had fun. As far as the whole Vegas trip goes, I think I've got it narrowed down. But then there's also, I guess, I forgot what it's poker bar play or poker bar go that you can sign up for, where they actually do have some sort of specials through them at hotels in Vegas, like without the resort fees and stuff. That was part of my problem. Is you get the hotel, and then all of a sudden you get these resort fees, and they're astronomical. I heard MGM is the one that started that whole uh, process of resort fees. And I thought, why would you go and do that? It's like it's so stupid. Um, I don't understand that at all. But anyways, so if you guys do go to Vegas, make sure you check out the resort fees too while you're at it, because you never know. See, I keep getting one person comes in and out, so I don't know if they're watching me. They're not sure. See, now they left again because I mentioned them. Anyway, I will let you go because I am really tired, and I don't know if I'm gonna play poker tomorrow night. I've been trying to do this to practice a lot of it. I'm trying to get my game on, get going. Um, Try to play a little more aggressively with stuff, but I had a couple people that were better players. They kind of got me to fold, unfortunately. But anyway, I will let you go. Thanks for watching. Take care, and don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe the buttons. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for doing all that for me. And thanks for even flirting with me, if you know who I'm talking about. That's probably her going in and out now. I don't know. Should I leave or should I go? Because if they leave again, I'm definitely got to go. See, there they go. Take care. Have a good night. Bye. It's like